musical figures or whatnot, and you're reading their original documents, you need some German as well. But again, it's not an absolute requirement that you must have a certain amount of German.
Great. There's a lot of questions coming here, so I apologize, everybody, if I'm not getting to all of yours. And also, please, when you're submitting a question, if it's for a specific scholarship, make sure to mention which one that is, because the answer could differ sometimes. So the next question is this is someone that advises undergraduate students, and many undergraduates don't actually have a project. They're going to do a study abroad program, or they're not going to have a specific study project. Can you talk about how those students stand out in terms of their study plans? What are some good tips for them?
Yes, we would like these students to not just copy the descriptions of their study abroad programs, but we would like them to look into the particular cities they're going to, into the particular universities. We do prefer students that are actually studying at a German university. So if you are just studying, let's say, at a study center of your own university, that's not that great. If you do this maybe for a couple of weeks and then start immersing yourself in the German university, that's better. And you know, if you're planning to do this step by step, of course, it's fine. So we would like you to have done at least a little bit of research why you picked that particular city and German university over another one. And the students should also show how the stay in Germany will impact their career, and that means we don't just want to see the standard widen my horizons speech, but you know, widen your horizons how and why specifically. Why going to Germany if you could go to Italy or to France, and so on.
Great. The next question is, what needs to be in an affiliation letter from a contact at a German university? What do they need to say to show that there's an affiliation?
Not much, actually. We've had professors just writing very, very short two-sentence letters, basically saying, I'm willing to work with student so-and-so who is currently applying for a DAD scholarship if they, you know, come to the University of Leipzig or Tübingen to study. Of course, if the invitation from Germany is a bit more thorough and sort of winds up to be a bit of a recommendation letter, that's a little better. So if the contact has been established, has been there for a while, that's nice. Again, if you are participating in a master's program or a PhD program, you, of course, eventually need to get admittance to that program. So you're going through a whole nother process. But I think it's always good to have a contact with a professor. It always helps.
Great. The next question is about GPAs. Is there a preferred minimum GPA to apply for the scholarship?
Well, we usually say 3.0, which is not that much, but then again, we have a lot of applicants who are showing a 4.0 GPA, and anything in between. We have had students apply with less than 3.0, and if you see there's a change in the GPA, these students may be considered. But I would say, you know, a GPA of 3.5, that's nice to see. However, if you're in the sciences, you know, a 3.5 may already be pretty darn good. While in the humanities, you can probably expect to see something somewhat higher. But we also look at the descriptions of the grading systems, especially for students from Canada. And some universities here, I think it's Reed College, for example, they're trying to combat grade inflation. So we do look at that as well.
Great. Next, could you talk about how many scholarships are awarded in the various categories each year?
Oh, okay. For the undergraduate scholarship, we have somewhere about 50 plus 9, 50 for the year, 9 for a semester, but we're always splitting up some of the year-long ones, so it could be about 50 to 60. We tend to get 200 to 300 applications for that scholarship. So the ratio is about 1 in 3, 1 in 4 receiving a scholarship. For the graduate program, it's a little bit tougher. I think the relationship is maybe 1 in 4 if you're from a partner university, maybe 1 in 6 if you're not from a partner university. But that can vary depending on the amount of applications we get, and especially in the graduate program, they have been going up steadily each year. Maren is here as well. I'm not sure if she knows how many we have for the graduate program.
Unmuted.
I think it's 1 in 4 as far as I know, as far as I talked to Myung-Shin about it. But yeah, I guess if your application is good, your chances should be high.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
So 1 in 4, yeah, the numbers
Muted.
hard to predict in advance, because for the graduate scholarship we have monthly units we give away, so it depends on for how many months people apply and so on.
The next question is about, are there any sort of age limits when applying for the study scholarship, or if you've already graduated with an undergrad and graduate degree and you want to seek graduate school, what are the restrictions for length of time separating those two?
Okay, the age limit, well, we officially did away with the age limit. However, our selection committee does look at what you have done in the past and how it relates, and if somebody studies one thing and then waits, I don't know, 30 years to study something else, those applications don't always stand a great chance here, honestly. You may want to call us and just talk to the program officer directly. We do accept applications from people regardless of age. Now, if you have gotten your undergraduate degree, you have worked for a few years, and then you're applying for the graduate scholarship, if this is sort of something that furthers your career and that sort of shows that you are working on a pretty straight career path, then it shouldn't be a problem. But if it's been more than 2 years, I would definitely talk to our program officer, Myung-Shin Kim, about that.
And isn't there a 6-year window? You have to have received your bachelor's within 6 years to apply for the study scholarship?
Okay, maybe Leslie. Yeah, I haven't checked that requirement myself. So if
I have the advantage of being able to poke around here in the background while you're talking. So I think that's the case, that it's 6 years from your bachelor's degree.
Okay, it used to be 2, I think, at one point, but I know it's been a little more now. But yeah, when in doubt, give us a call.
Great. In the letter, someone wants to know, a letter of recommendation, does it count if it's a professor that they had from high school and or perhaps a supervisor at an internship or a job?
Preferably, no. Preferably from professors at your university. No high school teacher recommendations, please.
How do you find out if you're accepted for a DAD scholarship?
You receive an email from us, and